This would probably be better as a TikTok video perhaps, or a short, a YouTube short. I wanted to show you ever so quickly something that I really think you need to check. What is up, lovers of budget cars and bikes? Welcome back to the channel, and a very quick video. Now this would probably be better as a TikTok video perhaps, or a short, a YouTube short, but I don't like doing those. I don't really know my way around all that kind of stuff. I'm an old boy after all. But I wanted to show you ever so quickly something that I really think you need to check if you've got a big Ducati. I mean, I don't know what models it covers, but this is obviously the Ducati Multistrada 1260S. I think they do it on the 1200 DVT as well, and I imagine they do it on the 1260 Diavel because it's the same engine, but it's something you desperately need to check. I was horrified when I took the cover off for the water pump and alternator cover. I took it off basically to run the wires, the new exact start wires, for better cranking, you know, the uprated cables as it were. If you haven't seen that video, I'll stick it in the top right corner now. Really interesting video that. For less than 100 quid you can make your Ducati start so much better. But anyway, I digress. I took that cover off the water pump. It's a little plastic cover. I put a photograph here. When I took the cover off, I found an absolute horror show. I'm going to cut this video short here and I'll show you me taking the cover off and what's behind it and why you desperately need to check behind that cover, because it could save you a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money. We're talking £1,000 here. So cut it here and I will show you me taking off the cover, what's behind it and what you can do to prevent it, and what to do if you need to replace it or kind of have it repowder coated, and the cost for all that kind of stuff. So let's cut into me taking it off. Hey guys, so what we're going to do is effectively take off this little cover here. That is the plastic cover for the water pump, which sits just about here somewhere, and that is the alternator cover there. I did actually notice when I was running the cables, I did actually notice there was a bit of kind of corrosion just underneath here, which rang alarm bells, because I remember thinking, this is all really nice, what's going on here? That's a bit of a shame. But you look what happens when we take this cover off. I've already undone the bolts. Just wait till you see what's underneath here. Look at the state of that. That is just shocking. Just behind here, it's gone now, I've taken it off, but there was well, you can see remnants of it here. This is like foam cover. That is all the way inside there, basically. I'm assuming for cushioning, I guess. I don't know, but you can actually see the remnants of it just there as well. It just rubs off with your finger. That basically traps the water against all this metalwork here, and you can see it's just a absolute disaster behind there. So I sent this picture to Laguna Motorcycles in Kent, showed them it and said, look, nobody PDI'd this, because if you'd PDI'd it, as in pre-delivery inspection, on this kind of value bike, you would have taken that cover off to have a look. Surely somebody would have spotted that. Nobody did, but as I said, they're going to send out this entire cover here, which is the alternator cover, and the water pump cover as well, hopefully some gaskets as well. The bolts I can clean up, and as we know, as soon as we put this cover back on like so, you don't get to see the water pump anyway. So I mean, it's almost a shame that I've got to change the water pump cover, because as I said, this kind of slots in there and covers that up anyway, but that's not going to get any better, is it? Let's be serious. If I didn't know better, I'd think somebody had actually already been in here, because that looks like it's been turned at some point. These, as I said, I can clean these up, and the clamps, I might just get new clamps for there. I would do this myself. If I was honest, I would do this myself, but it doesn't look to be quite as simple as just taking off an alternator cover. There's all sorts of stuff going on in and behind here, I imagine. Yeah, it looks like you've got to take off this and this and this, and I don't know. I'm going to look into it. I've already got a couple of quotes. They want 150 quid or thereabouts, because obviously you've got to drain the oil and you've got to drain the coolant for the water pump to be able to put it all back on, the new stuff back on. So I don't know. I might do it myself. I might get somebody else. I think for peace of mind and for a bit of kind of guarantee, warranty as it were, I'm going to get somebody else to do it, because it's all going to be brand new. At least I know it's done properly then. Anyway, we'll get back on the bike and I'll talk to you about it a little bit more, but that is it's not good, is it? Check yours, please do it now. So as you saw there, guys, that was a horror story. I don't think I've ever seen anything that bad on a 4-year-old bike. And as I said, I think it's, well, I know it's caused by the foam liner they put in behind the cover. So every time you wash the bike or you get caught out in the rain, it sits in there and it basically just eats and corrodes at the alternator case and the water pump cover. An absolutely absurd design in my opinion. I don't know if they've sorted it out on the V4s, but please, 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 for your own peace of mind and your own safety, check behind that cover. It's 2 screws, it takes you 2 seconds, and get rid of that bloody foam, because as I said, it could cost you £1,000 to replace those covers, and it's a real ball ache of a job. I'm going to have mine done by a garage because I don't really feel comfortable enough doing it myself. I know it's a simple job, but I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable doing it myself, so I'm going to get somebody else to do it. Luckily for me, when I showed Laguna the pictures and complained that their PDI check didn't pick it up and how bloody monstrous that was, they agreed. Lovely guy called Bill at Laguna Motorcycles agreed that it was a horror story and agreed to send over a new alternator cover and a new water pump cover. I think that's stunning service, quite frankly, because as I said, the alternator cover itself is over 600 quid, the water pump cover is about 300 quid. So all I'm going to have to pay for is the labour to get it changed over. Not overly happy I've got to pay that, but it could have been a lot worse, of course, couldn't it? Anyway, I hope this video has helped you out a little bit, guys. As I said, please, please, please check your cover, because it could save you a lot of money. Anyway, if it's been helpful and you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. We've got a load of videos coming up on this 1260S, all sorts of things we're going to be doing, and the things that we've found. We've done a couple of videos already, I imagine, so check those out, they're in the playlist. And give the video a thumbs up, a like and a share. Really helps the channel out, and I'm desperate to get above 10,000 subscribers. Anyway, that's it. Don't forget, check under your cover, get rid of that foam. I hope it helped. Alright guys, take care, take it easy, ride safe. We'll catch up in a couple of weeks when we release a new video. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Everything is as it should be. The big dent that was over here has gone. The wheel's back on it the way it should be. This is one of the most expensive cars I have ever owned. Today we are going to revisit the mighty GSX 1400 from Suzuki. Anyway, back to this bad boy here. We have got another diagnostic scanner. So as you can see, guys, we have a boot full of tools. That can mean only one thing. We are about to start the teardown and rebuild of this beautiful Nissan Qashqai. It came from Poland. We've handled it. Where's our 12 quid? So they're making extra money. Hope that makes sense, but it's a pain in the bum and it annoys the hell out of me. So be aware, if you order these from Poland via HEED, you will pay some import tax and it will be about 46 quid. So all told, this kit comes in at just over 210 quid, I think, to my door with the taxes. Anyway, enough waffle. Let's get this box open and see what we actually got for our 200 quid. So I decided to opt for the DJI Osmo Action 3, but I didn't want to pay full price. I didn't want to pay like crazy money. So I decided to buy a refurbished unit, but this is the camera. This is what you can expect to get from DJI store if you decide to go for one of their refurbished models.